A public space is a social space, such as a town square, that is generally open and accessible. One of the earliest examples of public spaces are commons. No fees or paid tickets are required for entry to these spaces. Types of public space include open space, space of debate, and accessible space. Open spaces, which are used for public health and recreation, include public beaches and parks. Spaces of debate, used for democracy and sociability, are town squares. Accessible spaces, used for equality of urbanities and circulation of persons and goods, are streets and pavement and public libraries. Public spaces are beneficial because they have become an asset upon which cities build their image and upon which developers sell real estate. Essential ingredients to the sustainabilities of cities for social, economic, and ecological reasons include the fact that they support local economies, attract business investments, attract tourism, and reduce crime. The rules of public space are civil inattention, the process where strangers who are in close proximity demonstrate that they are aware of one another without imposing on each other, audience role prominence, where the public space is there for the audience and you're there as a spectator, and civility toward diversity. It's a public space and it's open and available to everyone. The rules of public space also include cooperative motility, which means you don't sit right next to a stranger in a park, you keep your space. Or restrained helpfulness. An example is asking a stranger the time versus asking for something personal. In the United States, the right of the people to engage in speech and assembly in public places may not be unreasonably restricted by the federal or state government. The government cannot usually limit one's speech beyond what is reasonable in a public space, which is considered to be a public forum. Open spaces often lack social diversity, such as what can be found in historical and dense city streets. Open spaces are not legible, whereas streets help us find our way around and shape our image of the city, along with other spatial features. Open spaces are also not historical. They do not reflect the social organization of the city that streets better represent. A controversy over public spaces has been taken because steps have been created to change the appearance of public places to deter unwanted people, mainly homeless and youth. These steps include removing or changing the design of benches to prevent the ability to sleep on them, restricting access to the spaces to certain times, and locking enclosed areas. The Open Spaces Society is a UK campaign group that is designed to protect public rights of way and common land. Their principal work includes helping protect local common land, town and village greens, open spaces, and public paths. Semi-public spaces are places where everybody can come if they pay, such as a cafe, train, or movie theater. For these semi-public spaces, stricter rules generally apply than outside, such as the dress code, trading, begging, advertising, propaganda, riding roller skates, and skateboarding.